Cool. So
There we go.
here we go. Hi.
Hello.
Well, thanks for talking with me. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Now, tell me about what's your name?
My name is Luis Gabalda.
Luis. Can you spell your name? So we
Yeah,
get
it's
it right?
two L's, U-I-S. And the surname is Gavalda.
Okay. What's the name of your band?
Elspets.
And what's the translation?
Translation actually is the farts,
The farts.
which sounds really awful in English and also awful in Catalan. But I guess when we put the name, we didn't expect to live longer than a week.
Yeah.
Actually, it was like a joke. You know, when you
Yeah.
put the name for your band, you expect the band to be just a joke for the weekends.
Right.
So it doesn't really matter whether it is the farts or the burps or...
Sure. What was the reason to put the band together?
Because we were the three members of the band. The band is just the drummer, the bass player, and me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm the singer. The three of us come from the same little town, like 6,000 people little town near Tarragona in Catalonia. And we known each other since we were little kids, because we are the same age, the same little town. And the thing that made us be together the most, besides chasing girls, was listening to music.
Yeah.
So we finally decided to fool around. The same reason any band starts.
Sure. Yeah. So when did the band start? What year?
It started on Christmas Eve, 1985.
And what were some of the bands that you liked when you put the band together?
Plenty of them, because more than musicians, we were rock fans.
Yeah.
Buy all the magazines and listen to all the albums
Yeah.
and know all the solos by heart and can sing them and know all the lyrics. And we were really into different kinds of music, from Catalan pop, Catalan folk, Spanish music, but especially English and American music.
What English and American bands did you like in particular?
Like Creedence Clearwater Revival and the band, Van Morrison. And then basically the two songwriters are me and the drummer.
Mm-hmm.
The drummer is more American oriented
Mm-hmm.
and I am more British oriented.
I see.
I was really influenced by, of course, the Beatles and the Kings,
Mm-hmm.
but especially since I lived that movement, the new wave, the British new wave, like Elvis Costello, Graham
Yeah.
Parker,
Yeah.
Joe Jackson.
Nick Lowe.
Yeah, Nick Lowe, Pretenders, all those bands, and also American ones like Talking Heads and well, Blondie and
I'm a big
Television.
XTC fan.
Yeah, XTC. Oh
XTC.
yeah, I love them
Yeah,
very
they're-
much. They're really good.
Yeah.
Too bad the guy can't play live because he got
Oh,
this
yeah.
really strange stage fright.
Right.
But yeah, we were talking about an XTC album yesterday, Brad and me.
Let's talk a little bit about the area you're from in Spain. Can you tell me again? Was the
Yeah, we are
Can-
from a country that is actually part of Spain, but for more than 500 years was an independent place. And it's a really interesting place because even though we've had probably one of the most powerful cultures in the world, which is the French one and the Spanish one, we have still been able to keep our language and our culture, and we are kind of proud of that. We speak Catalan, which is a language completely different from Spanish and French. It's a Roman language, and it's been through a lot of trouble. Like Spanish culture has always been really about Spain and about Spanish. Catalan has been banned for ages, especially not only hundreds of years ago, but in the Franco dictatorship right after the Second World War. It was forbidden to use Catalan in any place besides your home. So it's kind of a miracle that this language still exists.
So you kept it alive at home.
Yeah,
Speaking
basically, because of the will of the people living there. That's probably one of the reasons why we are so peculiar about keeping the language. And when it came to the band to decide the language we were going to use, we definitely wanted to use Catalan, just because of the whole miracle of still existing it and of being our language, not better than any other language, but it's our language. So instead of being cool and sing in English and pretend we're saying really nice things and not saying nothing at all, or instead of singing in Spanish and being able to sell lots of records and being able to tour South America and Mexico and even the US, we decided just to do it for us and do it in our language.
And that was else was doing that at the time?
Well, there were people doing it in Catalan before, but not like with a massive success. Right before Franco died, there was a lot of political songwriters. They were like really into the struggle of surviving the Catalan culture and like, but like pop bands, successful pop bands singing in Catalan and having like a wide audience. No, it didn't happen before.
Yeah.
It didn't seem that it was going to happen. Like we got a lot of laughs because we sang in Catalan and because our name was the Farts. So there wasn't no hint of anything that was going to happen, and it happened.
And now you've been playing for 18 years.
Yeah, and basically we are like really successful in Catalonia only, and also Mallorca. Well, in all the area that they speak Catalan, a little bigger than just Catalonia. But if you like walk 1 mile from Catalonia, no one knows who the fuck I am, which is great in a way.
Yeah.
It's just really good because it's nice when you are tired of being recognized or something. You just walk 100 miles and no one knows who you are. So in Spain, they don't really care about music sung in other languages. Well, the Spanish scene is pretty healthy in a way, but still, I think it was better about 10, 15 years ago.
So you guys having a good experience? I guess you're going to work together again.
If he wants to,
Yeah?
maybe he gets tired of Catalan musicians, but if he doesn't, we try to treat him really well there, to feed him properly with typical food from there, typical wine too. He's a guy who is not shy of trying things and of getting involved in the culture where he is. So every time he's been in Catalonia, he's tried to speak Catalan, he's tried to learn the words, he's tried to learn the history, the traditions, he visited Gaudi and Dali and museums. So, and that's really reassuring for us to have like a guy who comes from another country and doesn't go to McDonald's to eat, you know, like and he's really like that. He really like cares about the place where he is.
So so you guys are getting ready to finish up. You're going to be mixing here, and then you're going to go back. What kind of support are you going to do for the album?
Well, actually, we're mixing here. I'm going to do the mastering in Italy, which is where we always go. There's a week in Milano.
And what's the name of the studio?
Nautilus. And then we'll wait for a month and release the album because in Catalonia and in Spain in general, we don't do this thing of recording an album and waiting 6 months to release it. We release it right away. Right. So this time we're going to wait a month, which is a long time in Catalan standards, and we'll release it past Christmas. Right. We'll start the tour in May and we'll finish October. We just finished the tour the last day of the recording. We were touring and recording at the same time. We did a year tour, a whole year tour, and we did 50 gigs, which is a lot for such a small area where we can play.
Thanks a lot for talking with me. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Do you have a website?
Yeah, elspets.com.
Thank you.
Okay.
Then, my name's James Pearson, and my website's Pearson Art, Pearson.
Can you write it here?
Yeah. And